Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we will be seeing another question, find minimum and maximum of an array. In this question, you will be given an array. It can be sorted or it can be unsorted. So, what you can do is you have to find a minimum and a maximum. For both the cases, the solution will be different. It has only one optimal solution and I will be talking about that only. You don't need to sort anything out. If the array is unsorted, you don't need to sort it out. For example, let's see here. We are given an array 7, 12, 6, 5 and 19. Okay, so in this array you have to find the minimum and maximum. What you can do is sort this array out, but that would be an optimal approach. What will be the optimal approach is we are going to scan this array from here to here. When we will scan this array, we will have two variables named min and max with us, and we will be comparing this min and max with all these values that we have 7, 12, 7, 12, 6, 5, 19. Whatever we will the value that we find for the minimum, we are gonna just assign this here, and whatever value we are gonna find for the maximum, we are gonna assign this here. For example, we are gonna put 7 as the minimum and maximum value that we have, and we are gonna scan this array from the next value. We are gonna point I to the next value. Okay, why we are pointing I to the next value? Because we have already stored 7, the first value that we have, the point 0. So we are gonna start scanning from 1. So is 12 the minimum value? No, 7 is the minimum value. And is 12 the maximum value? Yes. So we are gonna replace this. We come to the next value, that is here. We are gonna see 6 is minimum. Yes, 6 is minimum. We are gonna replace this. Is 6 maximum? No, 6 is not maximum. We are gonna go to the next value, that is here. Is 5 the minimum value? Yes, 5 is minimum. So we are gonna replace this here. Is 5 the maximum value? No, 5 is not the maximum value. So we are gonna go to the next value, that is 19. Is 19 the minimum value? No, 5 is the minimum value. And is 19 the maximum value? No, 19 is the maximum value. Yes, 12 is not the maximum value, sorry. So basically, while scanning from 0 to 4, you are gonna find both the minimum values and the maximum values. The minimum is 5 and maximum is 19, as you can see in the array. So what will be the time complexity? It will be big O of n. What will be the space complexity? It will be big O of 1, because we are not using any space. We are only using two variables, min and max. And if we have sorted this array out, we will be using big O of n log n. That is not an optimal approach. That's why we are not gonna sort any array. Okay, so let's move to the solution. Okay guys, so we are gonna solve this question in Java. So basically here you can see there is already a class given for pairs where we have to store our minimum and maximum value. So what we can do here is, if as you can see, we have to return a pair. So we have to create a pair value. So we are gonna create pair p equal to new pair, and we are gonna assign array of 0 to be the minimum and array of 1 to be the maximum. Don't get yourself confused. This is only a variable that is storing the values. You can just create a minimum and maximum. That will work fine. So for the question that is given here, we are solving this by this method. Now what we are going to do is create a for loop from int I equal to 1, as we have already told you that we are going to scan from the next value. We are going to go till I less than n, I plus plus. What we are going to check is if the value of a of I is less than, I am repeating myself, a of I is less than what is their pair of first. If it is less, we know that we need to change the value of p dot first. Then we are gonna simply change the value of p dot first to a of I, as a of I is less than p of first. We are also gonna check if array of I is greater than p dot second. If it is greater than p of second, then we are going to change the value of p of second to of a of I. So this is the only solution where we are going to get p of first, p of second, which is the maximum value, and after we get these values, we are just going to return it. Simple. After we return, we are going to get the pair. So let's compile and run and see if we are correct or wrong. A compilation completed, your outputs. Okay, test case is passed. Now we need to submit it and see. Ready for evaluation. Wrong answer. Where? Okay, probably possibly your code doesn't work correctly. Okay, 10 out of 80 is passed, but this is the test case. 10 5 3 9 8 3 3 is the minimum, but 10 is the maximum. Why it is not showing the maximum? Okay, we will copy the input, give here the custom input and compile. Why it is giving? Oh, sorry. It is of 0 in the both the cases. My mistake. Let's go ahead. It should pass now. Okay, 60. Okay, you can see problem solved successfully. So it was my mistake. You have to just provide both the values to be a of 0, minimum and maximum, and after that you have to just scan the array and check if the a of I is minimum or a of I is maximum. That's all. Let's meet in the next video.